evening. This is Harry Bowman and Eethan Peterson, and this is episode 19 of The Vegan Hour on Tuesday, September the 20th. We're going to give you a little moment or two to sort of tune in, and once you've tuned in, you can let us know how the volume is. And in fact, let me just do a quick refresh, a little soft opening here, and see that the volume is good. So let's do a refresh on my browser. Astra is watching, thank you for joining us. Duncan is watching, thank you for joining us. Two of them, that's right. And do we have good volume tonight? This is the question. If I could get it to actually move, I would know. And Matthew is watching. Can you guys, yeah, we're frozen screen on the computer. Can you guys hear us all right tonight? Just give me some feedback. We've got all sounds good. Okay, thank you. That's all I needed to know. Thank you, Astra. Sounds good and looks great. Yes, I'm hoping we stay unpixelated tonight because I'm not using Wi-Fi tonight. I'm using mobile data. So yes, episode 19 of the Vegan Hour, and welcome aboard, young man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Eethan is going to be a very good representation of the younger generation, of which so many have gone vegan.
Mikey.
Chris is watching, Steph is watching, Mikey's watching, Jackie's watching. There you go. Your friends they're coming in one after another.
Yeah.
So guys, I'm really happy that I'm excited to have Eethan on the show. He's obviously, as you can see, very fit. Possibly works out a little bit, I'm not sure. No, not at all. He's just a really cool character. But before we get going, before we find out a bit about Eethan, before we take your questions, Simone, hey, Simone's watching. Before we get going, let's just say thank you to, in the background, my sponsors, Burleigh Town Storage and Vegan Frothers Cruelty-Free Clothing. They may be backwards at the moment, but on the YouTube video, the sign will be around the right way. So Jeff is watching. Hey, Jeff. Hey. And so I just want to go through what's happening in the next few days with vegan events. There's 3 events I want to mention, and then we're going to talk to Eethan, find out a bit about his story, and take your questions, and we'll just go from there. We'll have a lot of fun. I'm excited. Let's see if we can stay unpixelated tonight. And we'll give it a well, this one's working fine, so I'll do a refresh here so we can see what it's looking like there. Now, today is Tuesday, September the 20th. On this Thursday coming up on the 22nd, my good friend Wade from the Vegan Business Network is having a social gathering at one of your favourites, if not your favourite.
Oh, Tian Ran.
Is it your favourite?
Tian Ran is my favourite.
Okay, at Eethan's favourite 100% vegan restaurant, which is Tian Ran on the highway at Mermaid Beach. So 6 p.m. this Thursday. Simone says, you! 6 p.m. this Thursday is the Vegan Business Network social gathering. So as long as I don't have a really long workday, I will be there. Astra says, do up a mirror image of yours, sponsors, print it up, either way we can watch. We'll see one of them correctly. We have actually spoken about doing that, Astra, thank you. And Leanne is watching. Hey Leanne, thank you for joining us. Now, I want to do a shout out to my guests that are going to be on next week, because they're opening a 100% vegan bakery this Saturday, the grand opening of Flower of Life Bakery. So Steve and Natalie will be opening that this Saturday from 10 a.m. and they will be on episode 20 of the Vegan Hour next week. So all the baked goods are half price from 10 a.m. this Saturday. They're in Saganto Drive, Helensvale. 10% of the sales go to Farm Animal Rescue, which is awesome. And Renee, thank you for joining us. Now I'll be there at 10 a.m. on Saturday for the grand opening, but I'll only be there for a brief while because also on Saturday I'm having my Vegan Luck in the Park at Palm Beach, and I'll provide links to these different events as well, so you guys can come along. So that'll be starting at 12 noon. So I'm going to make a brief visit, pick up some half-price baked goodies. Oh yeah, you'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
You'll
Definitely.
be there.
I will be there.
Yeah. So and then actually you'll be joining me down at the Vegan Luck in the Park. Yeah. Coming down to that. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have announced that.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, you'll be there. So okay, so that's the event. So yeah. That was easy, wasn't it? Okay. So now we've got the opportunity to talk to the younger generation, and this is something that I have found. I went vegan at 16, and what I'm really loving is seeing so many other people doing the same thing now. It's taken a long time for me to notice it, and because it's only becoming popular sort of in recent years that I've noticed a lot of younger people becoming vegan, even vegan from birth.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, which we were mentioning earlier, one of our friends, Kahadi.
Kahadi is, yeah.
And there's plenty of others, you know, if we thought about it. So tell the folks out there, for the few people that don't know you.
Okay.
Just a little bit of a bio. So you're 24 years old.
Yep, 24. Yeah.
Now you've been vegan almost 5 years, is that right?
Yeah, 5 years at the end of this year, December. Yeah.
Okay, so you went vegan 2011.
End of 2011, start of 2012.
Okay, cool. And so, what was your inspiration, your motivation, your reason for the change? What?
Oh, right. Okay, so basically, I've always questioned things, and well, actually, one day I was at a food court at Rabina, and I looked around, and I noticed that everyone around me that was older than me was either just like fat, sick, and complaining.
Yes.
And I had a thought. I was just like, oh, then what's the point of like getting old and dying painfully, or getting fat and sick? Like, what's the point of even living? So yeah, that it started opening up questions for me there. So I started doing a lot of research.
Good man.
And then I didn't even know the word vegan then. I was very skeptical of it. And then eventually I found it.
You were actually skeptical of it?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Because when I'm young, when I was younger.
When you were younger. You were still young.
I was just all like meat protein and all
right.
that.
Okay.
Just because it was what I was taught.
Yeah, so you were believing the lie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So pretty much in a nutshell, I just uncovered the truth. Found a lot of truth. I began to learn more that there is more to life, and there is a better way to live.
How did you learn that truth? Where did you read? Did you research through social media? Did you research?
Social media, internet, and books.
And books?
Books as well.
And any that come to mind that's something that you found inspiring that you might want to share? Is it?
Pretty much everyone's heard of it, like 80-10-10.
Yes, 80-10-10, yep.
Yeah,
okay,
like
yep.
Yeah, and that's just...
And hi to Cecilia, who says hi.
What up?
What up?
Yeah.
What up? And there's a comment from Michael saying, what's it? Sun's out, guns out.
Sun's out, guns out. The cycling guns. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
That just completely changed the person who I was. Like, I started seeing things like in a different way, that there wasn't just me that matters, it wasn't just people around me, it was everything else that matters as well. Like, my consciousness began to awaken.
So you stepped out of the selfishness, everything's
exactly. I lost the ego, I lost it. Debatable, but I just started to feel like more compassionate.
And hi, Jamie.
I just started to feel like so much more, and like more emotion into everything, and the way I view people, the way I treat people.
Did you start to feel that just from the information that you were reading?
Not even that, just
from the change.
Being more vegan and continuing, I just began to like look at things differently, and I didn't have to like read anything. I didn't have to get shown anything. I just felt it. This
is fantastic, and this is a common theme that people say, that they can feel the difference. They can feel the lightning. I 100% felt it. How long, over what period of time did it take for you to feel that? You know, like
not long. Definitely well and truly within the first year of being vegan.
Within the first year? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. And then that feeling, and then everything else just amplifies from then on. It just grows.
So you were 19, 20, around about there,
20,
that age? 20? Okay.
20, yeah.
So you've gone vegan. Your family's probably thought you're nuts.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
What do they think now?
Didn't go well.
It didn't go well.
I was lucky enough. No one ever really, told me anything like different, because no one was really in a position to say like, oh, this unhealthy in it and all that, because everyone around me knew, because of the way I explained it to them, that they're the ones in the wrong, and it's just their choice to keep doing that. So like, for example, like if
they understood they were the ones in the wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Did they become defensive? Or?
At first, defensive, only because they don't know, they don't have that knowledge. But now, especially within like my family, like love my family and everything, but they have all that information. But it's still just their choice.
Yes.
And like to give them credit, they do know, and they still do make like better eating choices, but they're just not there yet.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Do you find that a bit difficult to see that? Because I mean,
it is hard knowing that they're still doing that to their bodies.
Yeah.
And causing that kind of effect, like still contributing.
And causing that suffering.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
not
is
just
a little
to
bit
the animals,
hard.
obviously. Yeah.
But I try not to let that affect my relationship with my family. I don't let it affect my relationship with my family at all.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. So that's actually a very compassionate viewpoint.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you understand.
Understanding.
That's beautiful.
Not everyone's going to get it straight away.
And Elle is watching. As long as you get it. Elle is watching. Thank you for joining us, Elle. Well, that's the point. Not everyone's going to get it straight away.
No.
My parents have gone vegetarian. They haven't gone vegan yet, but they've gone vegetarian in their 70s. Their son has been hanging around them for 36 years as a vegan, and finally something clicked.
Yeah, my dad actually, he's gone vegan, but he doesn't understand the concept of it. But he eats what I tell him to eat now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he won't. He knows not to buy like all the meat stuff, but he just doesn't grasp why he's doing it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now Robbie asks, Harry, your guest is the picture of vegan health. Great to hear the story of a new generation of earth healers. Beautiful comment from Robbie, who's been on the show twice. He plays,
the guitar.
Plays guitar.
Yeah,
beautiful. Yeah. Rob, are you coming along to the Vegan Luck in the Park this Saturday? Just send us a reply and let us know. Lisa says, I can't see anything, Harry. Lisa, that's probably your internet connection. Yes, because that can happen. Anyway, so now you were telling me earlier that pretty much all your friends are vegan. Pretty much.
Yeah, my whole world is just
your whole world.
Yeah. It's pretty much like shaped around that now. Like it's
wow. So does that mean some of your friends that didn't want to sort of come along on the journey sort of dropped off?
No, not necessarily, but it's just there's like I feel that like I've just grown away from it so much. It's like there's nothing there. Like we used to have in common, we no longer have in common. But
so did you acquire new friends? Matt says hi. Hey Matt. Did you acquire new friends, or did existing friends follow your example?
I've had a lot of existing friends I have now follow my example and choose to make like more conscious choices about what they're doing with their life and putting their bodies.
And Rob says he's going to try and make it on Saturday. That would be awesome if you could. Actually, you know the park, the Laguna Park, because I believe you've played there before. So so you could tell a difference. You could tell a more compassionate feeling coming through when you went vegan. How about health-wise for your body and that? How about?
Yeah, that kicked in a whole lot quicker than the consciousness. I remember within the first week of going vegan, I didn't go through a transitioning stage. I did it straight away.
Good man.
And and never looked back. I definitely felt more of a physical feeling within that week, like less bloated, a lot more energy, and I started to sleep really well.
Oh,
I noticed
good.
my sleeping. Sleeping.
Wow, this is good. See, guys, many good reasons. Apart from saving the animals, it's also quality of life. Because if we're going to be here on the planet for 70, 80 years, whatever, you were actually saying
immortality.
You were saying, you were saying, you're looking around at the people and you're seeing them overweight. I mean, you're not enjoying their life.
Exactly.
What is the point if just for a few seconds of taste? What is supposedly, this is the irony of it, isn't it? A meat eater is saying, we like the taste, that's why we do it, or that's the real reason, whether they admit it or not. But the taste is horrendous.
It actually is. I can't remember the taste of like animal flesh and whatnot. But the amount of meals and stuff that I've eaten that have been vegan are just unreal. Like you definitely.
You've got a good appetite, haven't you?
For those that know me, I have a really big appetite.
You've been known to go to Tianran and eat how many?
My best is 5 nights in a row.
5 nights in a row, yeah.
Yeah. A couple of days ago we got 16 entrees.
16 entrees.
Yeah.
That's just amazing. So Sean says, I used to struggle to make it through my day without a nap. Now no more. Excellent.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and there's a reason for that.
Yes. Yeah.
Diet speaks for itself.
Diet speaks for itself.
Yeah, because you're putting the right fuel in the body. It's like putting the right fuel in the car. It's going to run properly.
That's true. So talking about putting the right fuel in your body in the car, you're very, very fit. You ride long distances.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
What was you were saying over 100 kilometres? I think was.
Yesterday I did 127k.
127k.
Yeah.
Was that Springbrook?
Yeah,
climb?
Springbrook. Yeah.
That's I can barely drive up Springbrook. Forget riding up Springbrook.
Yeah, some of the roads are pretty steep.
I mean that's impressive. 127 kilometres. I thought my ride on Sunday on the flat of 81 kilometres was good, but
I think Mikey, who's watching, Mikey came with me.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. So we can see the comments coming up there too, but they're a bit slower to come up there, so that's why I like to watch them. You know, we can see them quicker there.
Yeah.
So, So, what about? Do you work out? Obviously,
right now, pretty much the only form of exercise I do is just cycling.
It's just a cycling.
Yeah.
And you're able to maintain that physique with that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Is
definitely.
so? What about previously? Were you doing a lot of gym work and that?
Exactly. I used to train like a lot, and the thing is, I wasn't doing it smart. So I've learned how to be smart when I train, and like I pretty much just
So you've learnt to take to rotate through the exercises, to take breaks between exercising the different muscle groups, stuff like that. Is that what you mean by?
Not only that, like to put on, I don't need to do half the things I was doing to put on muscle and stuff like that. I think I started just keeping my physique just by eating the right foods more.
And actually, that's interesting, because isn't it funny when you see the average meat eater working out and the amount of effort they have to put to keep. You know, it's like they have to work really hard at it. You see them out there, they're jogging and they're doing their gym work and they're doing all the rest. It's like, man, you're pushing shit uphill.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you're making it so hard on yourself if you change the
And it's funny when you say, because when they're doing all that and they're stopping, they're resting, you can see how exhausted they are. For example, when I do something like that, I'm fine.
You're a bloody, you're just a powerhouse.
Because you're eating things that allow you to do that, which is the right way.
Yeah. Now, Matthew Boyd says he's doing a 300-kilometre ride on the 16th of October, and he's raising money.
Yeah, I saw this. Rescue. Yeah, I have another friend.
Yes. Now, I knew about that because he had sent an invitation to me about that one. That is awesome, Matthew. Can you give us some feedback on where that circuit is going? Is that... Do you know where it's going?
No, I don't. I think it's
we'll wait to hear
from the coast to somewhere like Wynnum or something, and then somewhere out there.
Okay. So, wow, that's cool. Is it over one day? Do we know?
Yeah, one day.
Just one day. Okay. Wow, that's that's cool. So what I'm liking about tonight is we've got a really clear picture. We haven't pixelated once, and I'm fingers crossed that it stays this way because. By doing it this way, by doing the live stream through the cellular instead of through the Wi-Fi, it is working better. And for those of you who have watched on the Saturday and Sunday mornings when I do my bicycle rides, of course that's not through Wi-Fi, and usually that's pretty clear because that's just through the cellular network. So let's see. Matthew says, and Nathan.
Nathan's the other guy that's doing it.
Oh, okay, Nathan. Not sure if I know that, Nathan. So
he rides bikes. That's all you need to know.
Okay, tell us a bit about your bike. It's anything super special?
No, it's nothing super special. I've had this bike since 2012, actually.
Oh wow, that's old.
And it's an old heavy bike.
Is it?
Yeah.
And you ride what's your definition of heavy? 10 kilos?
It's heavy for like a cyclist.
Okay, so it's. I
don't know, maybe it's probably around 10 kilos. Maybe.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you said it was 6 to 8
Mikey,
kilos,
what do you reckon my bike weighs? Help me out.
Let's see. So just talking about this 300-kilometre bike ride, Wellington Point to South Bank, then to the Gold Coast and back, then extra kilometres around Wynnum until you pass out. I mean, I added that last bit. Extra kilometres around Wynnum, not until you pass out. The weighty bike gets those guns.
That's exactly. That explains what's going on up here.
That's right. So before you go on your massive bike ride, do you fuel up? Do you carb up? What's your What's your trick there?
Yeah,
Like
there's only one way I know of to get through a ride like that, and it's the night before you go to Tian Run.
Aren't you lucky that Tian Run is open 7 days a week?
I know.
You'd be stuffed if they had a day off.
5 p.m. I'm there.
This would sound like an advertisement for Tian Run.
Yeah.
and why shouldn't it be? It's one of the 7 100% vegan restaurants on the Gold Coast, so we're going to be there. I'm going to be there Thursday night, so yeah.
But
eating 16 entrees? No, I'm only a little fella. I can only eat 15
and a half.
Yeah.
No, usually hydration is important. So it's pretty basic. It's not like rocket science or anything. You don't have to do anything. Like as long as I put the right water, and then if it's first up in the morning, I'll probably have a bit of fruit.
Yeah, a bit of fruit.
Yeah. It depends what I'm doing. If I'm doing a big one, I'll probably get about a litre and a half to 2 litres of smoothie into me.
Okay, which would be what would be in your smoothie?
I've got a big blender and I really fight to push like 20 bananas in there.
What?
Yeah, anywhere from 10 to 20
bananas. Do you throw in some dates?
No.
No. Okay.
After I would, but even during the ride, I don't really. Mikey knows this. I don't really drink a lot when I'm riding. I forget. I put it all in before I go, and then I don't really eat a lot, and I'm starting to pick that up now.
Okay.
But and then after that, after a ride, I usually same thing again, rehydrate, and then put in the nutrients,
and then pass out. No.
Go do something again.
No go and do something else.
Go do something else.
What? You're not worn out?
Yeah. See, that's the thing. No, not worn out at all.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. There you go, guys. Plant-based diet and a vegan lifestyle, and then you can ride 127 kilometers. 127. But the Springbrook isn't even that far away.
I did 6 laps of it.
It's at this point that Harry loses the ability to respond. Hang on a second. Having difficulty computing this, you did 6 laps.
Yeah, but I was supposed to do 10, but because I left and didn't have breakfast and I only had like a handful of dates on me, I pulled it short.
Oh yeah, 6 laps, Springbrook and back. That's running short. Wow, that's impressive. Let's see. Robert says, "What do you mix with the bananas in the smoothie?" And Astra reckons more bananas.
More bananas.
More bananas.
Just water, banana and waters.
You don't throw in something like chia seeds for energy or something?
No, I'm pretty simple.
Okay, so
bread and butter kind of.
Yeah. So are you getting your energy from those bananas? Is that where you're getting it from?
Got to get it from somewhere.
Well, that's right.
Yeah, 100%. And it just shows like I'm able to do.
Yeah. That's
just on fruit. Like,
that's right.
It doesn't. You don't have to go and invest in like all those supplements.
Belinda is watching. Thank you for joining us, Belinda. And Johnny Rice says, "I've done a 200-kilometre ride." Oh God.
Legend.
I'm going to stop posting my rides because 80 kilometres is just. It's not even.
You know what? Okay, this is funny. Okay, I think I've told you this. I actually unfollowed you off Strava. Because this is why I was looking at a ride and I was like looking at my times and I noticed you beat me on all the hill climbs.
Yeah, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah, I noticed that. I nearly was like, why the hell? How does Harry beat me up a hill?
I never hid that part of it. There's a reason I can go up hills well. Yeah,
because you got a motor in your way.
Because I have a thing called pedal assist.
Yeah,
you still have to pedal, but when you hit a hill, you use the pedal assist to get up the hill. Yeah, so it makes a difference. But anyway, there you go. For those that didn't know, still 81 kilometres with a dodgy knee is still pretty impressive. Melly rode 15 kilometres yesterday. Yes. and Simone says Harry cheats. Harry doesn't cheat. Harry has a knee that doesn't handle excessive exercise particularly well. So.
See more bananas.
Okay, so and Astra says she did 200 metres once. Does that count? 200 metres, not 200 kilometres. 200 metres.
Yeah.
I think this office is bigger than that.
Oh yeah.
I mean that's Anyway.
A couple of laps of the office.
A couple of laps of the office. Yeah. Harry on the gas.
Yeah, Harry on the gas.
Matthew has shared the link to riding far for farm animal rescue. Brilliant, love it, very good. Okay, so guys, you have the opportunity to ask Eethan some questions about vegan life and that. But actually, while you're getting some questions ready, Michelle is watching. Thank you for joining us, Michelle. I'd like to ask you about, like, okay, so you've got all your friends, they're vegan as well.
Yes.
And you guys do. I've been along to some of your things. What do you call it? Like sort of like mine, Vegan Lux in the Park on a smaller scale. Sort of
the young
Fruit Lux. And
Fruit Lux. Yeah,
Fruit Lux.
Yeah.
Like you do Fruit Lux and what other sort of you guys do acro yoga? What other sort of crazy stuff do you do?
We ride together a lot because we're all big on riding and just hangouts. We usually hang out like once and cook each other dinner. Yeah, and we just have like stuff like that.
So okay, if you're
normal things.
If in the incredible rare, Johnny says Matthew, where's the ride? Well, Matthew has shared the link to it, Johnny. So have a look on the comments, and you'll see the link to Riding Far for Farm Animal Rescue. So on the incredibly rare occasion that you don't go to Tian Ran, do you eat out at any other restaurant, 100% vegan restaurant?
Yeah, Govinda's.
In Surface?
Yeah,
that's right.
We usually ride there and eat.
What value, eh?
Yeah, it is good value, great value.
Awesome.
And those scoopon vouchers, like 2 for $10.
Oh, yeah, that's I keep getting told about that.
2 for 20. Yeah, they're
2
good.
for 20, so that makes all you can eat
for $10.
For $10.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I mean, I thought, this is Govinda's in Surfers Paradise, the only 100% vegan Govinda's in the world, apparently. If you haven't been there, apparently.
I think Burley needs to get on that.
Yeah, Burley needs to get on that. If you haven't been there, guys, it's normally $14.90 for all you can eat, or you can even get smaller plates, a single serve. I get a $9.90 one, and that's enough for me.
That's cute.
But it's I don't eat like you do. But I've seen you guys go there and eat like 3 plates of, and Scoopon does a deal and you can get it for $10 for
2 for 10, and then there's an even cheaper deal if you got 4 people. I think it works out to be like
it's incredible. So, and that's open 7 days a week. That's why Eethan goes there, and it's good hours too, isn't it? Opens 11 a.m. through to 10 p.m. So it's awesome. You go there for lunch, or late breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. So it's really cool. Al says we eat cake there. We certainly do. We have been there and had cake, Al. A few of us, you were there that night, so it was cool. Sharma is watching. Thank you for joining us, Sharma. And we've got a shout out there saying Govinda's is amazing. Yes, Govinda's in Surface is amazing. So what about Greenhouse?
Yeah, Greenhouse is
Greenhouse
good.
at Miami Hill.
That's good.
That's my favourite, Greenhouse.
Yeah, that is.
Have you eaten there enough to have a favourite dish or something that you really like there? Or something?
Yeah, I like that. The enchilada, was it?
The pulled jackfruit enchilada.
Yeah, that's insane.
The best meal I've ever had in my life. The pulled jackfruit enchilada from Greenhouse Canteen at Miami. Guys, if you haven't been there, go there. Also, they've got the hot dogs are fantastic.
Yeah, that hot dog's nice.
Yeah, hot dogs are good. There was a new. We had a Vegan Life event there a couple of weeks ago. They had a new thing that was like a round ball thing that I can't think what it was called. Maybe somebody watching will know what it was, but it was anyway. It was really good. What about Easy House?
Yeah, Easy House is good.
For the only vegan yum cha that we know of.
It's Tian Ran's naughty sister.
It's good.
I mix things up.
Michelle says we have Govinda's here in Adelaide, $10 all you can eat. Michelle, is your Govinda's down there 100% vegan? I'm going to assume it's not. That's why I really like to push the one up here because, it's cruelty free, not supporting the dairy industry. So this is important. And this is a thing, talking about the younger generation, a lot of the younger generation have become aware of how much the wool has been pulled over people's eyes and just woken up, haven't they?
Yeah.
They're sort of like, no, hang on a second, it's not enough to be vegetarian. We know about the dairy industry, and if we're supporting the dairy industry, we're still supporting the meat industry.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
I mean, you learnt that. You went vegan straight away. You didn't sort of go, oh, well, I'll just cut out meat. You went, no, hang on.
No, everything.
Yeah, because it's only a halfway step. You know, I mean, it's... and Michelle says no. So to the question about the Govinda's in Adelaide, I didn't think it would be, Michelle. Sharma says Govinda's in Surface is way better in Surface than the one in Burleigh. Spot on.
That's correct.
That is correct.
10 points.
Yeah. Have you tried? Now let's see. What haven't we mentioned now? We haven't mentioned Mandela's.
Mandela's is good.
Mandela's is good. You got a favourite pizza there, or that you like out of all their incredible pizzas?
The pumpkin one. Is it rustic pumpkin?
Rustic pumpkin.
Yeah, I like that.
I've eaten, I think, every second day at Mandella's in the last week or two, but I was there one night and had half rustic pumpkin, half creamy mushroom.
Just get both.
You would. You would.
Yeah, the creamy mushroom one and the potato caper. I don't know if they do that anymore. Still do that?
They brought it back, I think.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think they did. That's all right, Sharma. She's made a comment twice. That's fine. And Brooke is watching. Thanks for joining us, Brooke. Okay, so what about... Okay, so Mandella's is awesome. I love the outside seating. It's relaxed. Pizzas are fantastic. What about the new Feed the Earthlings? I say new.
That is good, actually.
Yeah, you like that?
That is actually good. Yeah.
For those that don't know, Feed the Earthlings in Ashmore, which is open during the nights, I think Wednesday to Sunday night.
And they do their Sunday session now.
Their Sunday session and a lunch Saturday, Sunday, I think it is. For those that don't know, that's in Ashmore, Currumborough Road, 100% vegan. Yes. So what have you had from there? You had the pizzas, the burgers?
Just the burgers. When they did that $5 cheeseburger thing.
Ah, okay.
Smashed them.
Okay, tell me.
6 cheeseburgers.
6?
Yeah.
I can barely eat one.
Oh, dude.
6. Yeah. Your appetite. No wonder you've got to ride 127 kilometres.
But the taste is like on point. Like it tastes like.
It's a little bit.
Legit. Like it's
a bit scary. I was the first time I went there. They were cooking up. Phil was cooking up a burger, and the smell coming out of the kitchen was actually too real.
Yeah.
It actually, I found it a little bit disturbing. I was like, is he really cooking a vegan meal?
Yeah.
Because this, it was quite.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think it's places like that are good to have.
To help.
I don't like when I look at that. I don't tie any of that to like how I used to eat. I just eat it just for the fact that some days I just want to like binge out on stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's
so with you being young and fit and noticing the difference in the way you eat, do you notice if you have a meal a lot of wheat and stuff like that in it? Do you notice you have 6 burgers? I mean, wow, that's
definitely.
does that
sometimes
sort of have
you
a
feel
bit of an effect on you?
Yeah, definitely. Because when in my first few years of vegan, I predominantly ate raw. And so I noticed it a lot when I started to introduce like the processed foods and stuff in. I lost a lot of my powers.
Yeah? You lost a lot of your powers.
Yeah.
Sharma asked about the $5 burgers. She said what was in them.
I just got the cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers. So obviously it's not cheese. It'd be a bio cheese or something like that.
I don't know. It tastes.
So it's not a real cheese. It's 100% vegan.
It is some kind of cheese.
Yeah. It's a plant-based cheese. If anyone from Feed the Earthlings is watching or has had the burgers, maybe you can let us know. But you can go to their Facebook page and find out. Duncan's asked a question. He's a fit young fella. Harry, any suggestions for a vegan protein powder? I've already bought the Prana that was suggested.
Yeah, but I'd probably suggest Prana On.
Yeah, Prana On. Yeah. And Elle says Prana On is awesome. Yeah, definitely. I would suggest it as well. Actually, Prana On's really nice. And is okay. Michelle has answered. Thank you, guys. This is good. This is the interactive feedback that I like. So it's probably bio cheese on Feed the Earthlings. They're what I may have mentioned this before, but with Feed the Earthlings, they had a deal going with the pizzas where you could get at one point you could get like 5 pizzas for $10 each.
Oh really?
Yeah. And they were frozen, so you didn't have. And
I've tried one of them actually. They're good.
Oh,
I wrecked it though. I don't know how to cook.
You don't know how to cook up.
It was cooked on the outside, but the middle was just still a bit frozen.
It's not hard, Melissa says, "Hey, Spunky, and hi, Eethan."
Hello.
Actually, the comments are coming through so quick. I'm having trouble watching them here. I'm going to have to follow them on the computer, but it'll be a little bit delayed. Vegan cheese is proper cheese. Duncan says that's exactly right. Thank you, Duncan, for saying that. It's about an hour. I should possibly admit to sitting here snacking on a mono meal of bio cheese. Oh boy. Those cheeseburgers rock, Michelle says. That was our lunch. Oh, Okay, the comments are coming. Snacking or smacking? Snacking. Okay, I'm having trouble keeping up with it now.
Smacking.
This is actually going to be fun for people watching this on YouTube later because they won't be able to see the comments, right? They'll only be able to see it if you watch it on Facebook. But anyway, they'll go, "What was he on about?" So the pizza. So one of the pizzas I got was the mock pepperoni pizza. Right, which had the processed fake meat on it, and without telling this is before my parents went vegetarian. Without telling them, I gave a couple of them to my mum, and she put them in the freezer. She heats up the pepperoni one, gives it to Dad, and he's going, "Oh, this is great! Can I have some more of this?" You know, and he's eating, no idea, right? And in fact, it was because of that incident that Mum started feeding him vegetarian food, and just didn't tell him. Didn't tell him, and like this went on for weeks until she finally told him, and then she didn't even tell me for a couple of months that they'd been doing it, and I was like,
what was his reaction like when he found out it was all vegan?
He's vegetarian now. He hasn't gone vegan. They've still got some dairy, unfortunately, but very positive. Yeah, very actually blasé, nonchalant, like, oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, like, that's we've gone vegetarian.
It's like
it's actually he actually said. Did you mean what was it, my reaction or his reaction?
No, his reaction to when he found out it wasn't.
No, he was really impressed.
He was
really impressed.
That's a good reaction.
But his reaction to going vegetarian was very very nonchalant because he had done it twice before I went vegan. So when I was very young, they had twice gone vegetarian. Yeah. The parents, and then went back to eating meat. But he was like, "Oh, what's the big deal?" I was stoked. I was like, "This is the best moment." I was like, "It's a stepping stone." Okay. Elle says, "If you need any help working out the closest location for Prana on, she's happy to help." And the website, she shared the website. Thank you for all this interaction tonight, guys. This is good. This is really cool. So. Okay, and Astra is snacking, not smacking. Thank you. Yet. And tonight's rude bit just came in. It took all of how many minutes? 20. No, we've been going longer than 21 minutes. It took, anyway, who knows how long it took. I can't tell on that one. Oh, yes, I can. 33 minutes we've been going. So, Eethan, what age did you go vegan, buddy? Now, we were talking about that earlier. Melissa asked.
You'll just have to watch it on YouTube.
You'll just...
No, I went 20.
About 20,
20,
yes.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the pizza? Johnny's asking about the pizza. Okay, so we're talking about Feed the Earthlings, and they're 100% vegan. We're talking about their pizza. They do one that looks like a pepperoni pizza. They do one that's that looks more like a Hawaiian sort of thing. They do one that's got lots of vegetables rather than any processed fake meats on it. You haven't had any of the pizzas?
I have at a meetup, actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
Really thick, really
nice.
thick
They're
base.
really good,
Really beautiful base.
Yeah.
Different to Mandela's. Mandela's is a spelt base, thin spelt base, and you can taste that
you can't compare them. They're
totally different. For me, Mandela's is like a really healthy pizza.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm not saying, I'm not having a go at Feed the Earthlings or anything by any means, so don't take what I say the wrong way, guys, because people seem to do that. But Feed the Earthlings is a different market. It's your real traditional American style,
like that, like Domino's kind of
like
stuff.
A Domino's,
definitely compete with that.
Wheat based. So if you don't have a problem with gluten intolerance or anything like that, fine, But there's a lot of gluten-free people that couldn't handle it. I'm not gluten-free, but I eat gluten-free at home, and I minimise the gluten I have. And I do find it difficult if I have a whole gluten pizza. Then it's like,
oh really?
Oh yeah, it's hard for me to digest. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So you'll need me after that. You'll need me after that pizza, Simone says. That's a
pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good line. We could go places with that. That's what she said. Anyway,
I've been visited her for the, I recommend it. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, and people that know what Simone's business is know what you're talking about. But boy, innuendo can go.
Oh no.
Okay, just to keep this accurate, Simone has the Burley Colonic Clinic, or the Colonic Clinic at Burley. That's what she meant when she said you'll need me after all that to clean him out. She didn't mean anything else, did you, Simone? Because you wouldn't dare ever have any innuendo in any of your comments.
Oh, not at all.
No, not Simone. Now, let's just have a refresh here and see what comments I've missed, because they're coming up so quick. And Simone knows what place to go. And Luba has noticed the handsome vegans. Yes! Thank you for noticing and thank you for your comment, Luba. That was nice.
Can you say that name?
Hey?
That name? Luba.
Luba. Yeah, that's how you say name, yeah. Melissa says, I'm staying... Melissa's staying quiet.
You definitely stay quiet.
Because let me guess, she could probably say some things around it too.
She knows everything.
Yeah. Oh, this is good. This is the most fun I've had sitting down in a while. And you could go with that too. Well, see, Melissa has... Simone has been on the show, and I was worried that when she was on the show that she would be really, really, really rude, and she kept it tame. And I'm thinking next time she comes back on the show, we've just got to let
her loose. Yeah, let her see where it goes.
We were ruder when we were talking before the show film. We were we'll just let her loose, see where it goes. We'll put a disclaimer at the beginning saying, warning, this episode may contain...
real talk, it's just
real talk. Yes, this may get real. So, yes, you did, Simone. You kept your shit together that night.
Literally.
I was somewhat disappointed. Yeah. Next time you're all effed.
What is that? I've never seen that word before.
No. What's that mean?
It's new to me. Yeah.
It's some technical description of something. I think it
must be ancient Egyptian or something.
It's hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics, maybe Arabic or Arabic or something like that. So,
I like this cup actually. I just noticed.
Yeah. Well, what about this cup? The vegan life cup? Hey, what about that one?
It's all right.
I've got to get on that camera too. We're filming on 2 cameras, and we're doing a little bit different tonight, guys, because I've angled the cameras differently, and just to sort of put it out there, you know.
Frothers.
Yeah. Benny's watching. Benny, the other guy that can eat.
Yeah,
multiple.
Benny can eat. Benny can eat.
You almost under the table.
No, I think he could.
Yes.
Yeah.
Melissa says, I love you and will keep your secrets.
Yes, good.
Honestly, I am most proud to know such an ethical and kind young man in every part of his life. A beautiful human and friend. He is the... Seymour. Hang on. He is the... I'm going to just reach forward. He is the real deal. And he's single. What the hell is wrong with the world? Well, maybe he's not.
Actually, thank you for playing at the Ramshackle, Melissa. Well done.
Oh, did you go?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
They play some really good music.
Yeah. I missed them at. I arrived too late at Bris Vegan Fest. I arrived too late to see him at. Oh, you haven't. I see you haven't even replied to Mitchie's comment. That's good. So
we just let that.
I think there's a bit. It's a bit too much truth coming through here, so we're just. This is good. Are you starting to feel a bit warm or what?
No.
Good.
Maybe turn that aircon up.
You're so cool. It's just ridiculous. It's good. So,
next question.
I knew Astor would come back with something. Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, how could you resist? I mean, really, you know, when he goes riding, I just double.
Ride behind me.
Because I can't ride up hills apparently.
Not without a motor.
That's right. Not on a bike that weighs 20 Elle says cute couple. Not on a bike that weighs 20 kilos, no.
Don't be shy, be proud of your relationship. This is an accepting community.
Michelle says, I'm full of Govindas, it hurts to laugh. This is an accepting community. And Benjamin says, what are the benefits of B12, Eethan?
The benefits of B12, well, I'm not a scientist, but...
This is good. We got
any vitamin is good vitamin, but I know B12... It actually isn't hard to get as a vegan. As a human, it is hard to absorb by anyone, and not a lot of it actually stays in you. So so like regular like B12 supplements probably.
Okay, so you have a tablet or an injection?
I inject myself.
Yeah.
How
regularly?
Depends. I usually do one every 3 months. Yeah.
Okay.
Every 3 months.
Okay. You can get it from poop when. Oh.
Yeah. That's. Mitchie, you can get it from poop.
Don't read that, please don't. That is just. Mitchie, seriously, we're gonna have to censor you.
How does the poop taste?
Okay, yeah. How do you know that? Yeah. I should angle this camera a bit because I'm a little bit off camera there. Yeah.
Is it better to inject or take orally?
And I'm taking that question seriously.
Take what orally then? What is it?
You know what started this? When we talked about Simone being so out there and so real.
She was the match that lit the fire.
Even she's responded and got oral whatsoever. Yeah.
I'm a fan of the oral. But with B12, it's the injection.
Okay, I'm not going to be able to take anything seriously from this point. I said we'd have fun tonight, didn't I? Oh boy. Have you guys seen that meme going around about vegans drinking water and that's awful because that's a fish's home? No.
Yes, I have seen that.
Have either of you seen the meme?
Silly.
If so, how would you best respond? I haven't seen it, but let me just read the rest. Best respond. Oh, whoops. Hang on. Best respond to any of those annoying, obnoxious memes. Sorry, just reposting the question again because it's moving up the line. Oh, sorry, we didn't even see the question before. I'd respond with a non-response.
Yeah, the best response for stuff like that. They're just trying to get a right.
They're trying to get it right.
Because they know that's stupid. Yeah. That is just stupid. But with things like that, I'd say no response. No Connor's a bit. What is that?
I think it's a turd.
No, it's a rude finger.
Is it a rude finger? Oh, okay. I thought it was a turd. It's too small on the phone. See, I've got to wait till it comes up on the computer, and it's the delay of a few minutes on the computer. Yeah. So, any advice, Eethan, for single vegans looking for like-minded humans to pursue?
Yeah, Tinder.
Oh,
no.
Seriously?
No way.
Oh, no way.
What is that question? You're looking for like... I'd say just go to a meetup. Go somewhere social.
Yeah, I would say go to a meetup. There is also Gold Coast vegan singles or vegan
but nothing
singles
happens off that.
Yeah, but what's your point?
What's
your point? What's your point? Just because one of the admins, that's why nothing happens. Colleen's watching. Hey, Colleen. That'd be cool. We need to make Vinda. Oh, there you go. Okay. Michelle wants to meet Simone. Yeah, you guys will have a laugh. Yeah, Simone is out there. She's so out there. She's on a different planet. Astra says, go for it, colonic. Yep, then you'll meet her. No response to those memes. Are you sure there's no way at least say something again? I actually have. Amy, if that's how you pronounce it. No, it's Annie. Sorry, Annie. I actually have a list of vegan memes that I respond to people with that have information on. Like I have a folder of them on my computer.
To be honest, I think truth is the best response because you can't really debate the veganism lifestyle. There's no you can't. It's just if they try and just get like aggressive and stuff like that, it's out of their own.
Exactly what Duncan said. Exactly what he said. The argument is not with the vegan, it's with their conscience.
It is. It's with themselves and their ego and their pride.
Yeah.
They know, they may not let you know that you beat them, but you have. They've got nothing to say.
Adam is watching. Thank you for joining us, Adam. And a big shout out to Adam because Adam is actually a behind the scenes person who helped in the early stages of the Vegan Hour with ideas for how to make it just how to make it work. Yeah.
I'd say it's definitely been working.
Yeah, and it's been working really well tonight. Yeah. So Adam, I want to say thank you because you're an ideas man, and really, really appreciated some of the ideas that you came up with, and I continue to use. So excellent.
I don't know what to argue.
It's a karmic thing, Michelle says. I don't know what to argue. I just want to know what I can say to be positive. You know what? I'm going to need to think about it, Annie, because I don't always. I dwell on things and then I get answers. So stuff that comes from the heart takes me a while to sort of.
I don't want.
You go get them, guys. I've got a big assignment due tomorrow. Lots of love. Yeah, lots of love back to you, Colleen. Hope to see you again sometime It's been a while. And Mitchie's loving the vegan frothers. That's cool. But Annie, yes, you brought the question up a couple of times about this meme that I haven't seen about the fish. You were using the fish as water. I mean, it just sounds... The meme sounds really stupid. For me to compute a response to it, I'd probably have to see it and just sort of almost meditate on it, and something will come to me. At the moment, I've got nothing. I'm sorry. You know, I could just come back with a standard response of, oh, no, I don't even know how to word it. You got anything? How you respond to that?
For not wanting to argue?
No, the fish.
For a direct response to that?
Yeah.
To be honest, I wouldn't even...
Yeah.
That wouldn't... Yeah. I wouldn't take
It's one of those ones that I probably personally wouldn't respond. I'd just look at it and think, this is too silly. Like, for instance, most of the times that somebody says something like, what about protein? A lot of the time, I can't even respond. I just think, really, honestly, you know, do I really want to? I mean, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's one of those things.
Man, heaps of
it's really good. Heaps of stuff coming through. Heaps of questions and I'll try and I can scroll back a little bit on here because I'll just scroll back a bit.
I'd give it Annie like I don't know, just my advice. I wouldn't take any of that personally.
Yeah,
it probably says a lot more about the person trying to get a rise out of you than it does.
It does, yeah.
And I think how you respond to that is going to determine it.
That's true. There's a question there. There's a few questions there. What is your best bike riding experience?
Oh, okay. Actually, no. Riding to Melissa's house one night, they invited me over for dinner. That was a good ride. That was a good experience.
How long was that?
Oh, it wasn't far at all. It was probably 20 minutes on the bike. The shorter the better.
So what made that a good experience?
They had dinner waiting for me.
You've never been to anyone's place and they've had dinner waiting for you?
No, not like that. It was beautiful. And their place is just...
That really made a big impression. A nice place.
Yeah, actually one of the most beautiful bike rides I've been on. I have to think about it. I'd probably say anywhere along the countryside, especially like early morning, late afternoon, like when the sun comes up. Or
heading out in the valley?
Yeah, maybe? Valley's a good ride. Even probably Springbrook in the morning when you see like, come up.
Yeah, how early?
Oh, these days, not so early.
What, now you're an old man or something? I mean, God.
I my sleep. I move when I want to move.
It's so, I don't know.
No, just as the sun comes up.
Benny wants to know how long you've been vegan and why did you go vegan. We've covered this a couple of times, Ben.
And you know this, Ben. And I'm your friend. You know that about me.
Watch this. Watch the beginning, and you'll know.
What did Mitchie say?
And he says, he wants to know what level of vegan powers I have. I don't think I've got anything compared to yours. Duncan has a vegan file, so depending on how smart ass the comments are, depends on the response. Exactly. You'll know if somebody's genuine or not. Vanessa is watching. Hey, Vanessa, thank you for joining us. Dennis is watching. Hey, Dennis. Mitchie says, what was your walk in the rain from... Do we want to answer this question?
Okay. This is a legit. It's no innuendos here.
Okay. That's a change.
I don't know if you remember. I don't even know when it was. Months ago, we'll say, and we had really bad weather. It was like cyclonic. Yeah. Well, anyway, I decided to go from a walk from my house in Varsity to the Spit.
To the Spit?
Yeah.
In that weather?
Yeah, and I walked to Mitchie's house first.
And he owns a bicycle.
I couldn't ride in that day. But it was like a pilgrim.
Like a pilgrim.
Found myself.
Well, that's good if you found yourself.
No, it was good. It was testing, and I don't know. I just wanted to get out there and see how my body would feel.
Excellent.
It's good.
Excellent. One of the disadvantages to doing the vegan hour, see this warning coming up the top. One of the disadvantages to doing the vegan hour using cellular data instead of Wi-Fi. One of the disadvantages is I'm getting a data warning thing coming up at the top of my phone. So hopefully we'll be able to last another 7 minutes without running out of data. I should be.
Is that all we got left?
8:23.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that amazing? So I think that data warning is a little bit having itself on. But anyway, was it Skins waterproof? You won't dissolve. There's a point. Yeah.
What's that for?
Well, your skin is waterproof. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, but
you won't dissolve. Well, in relation to walking in the rain and finding yourself as a pilgrim. Yeah. So, okay. You were off track on
Yeah,
that one. So that was in response to what Duncan said. He said skins were for... Okay, so...
No, I'm still here, so...
With a few minutes left to go, guys, and with me very happy at your feedback, your response, your questions and that tonight, and very happy that we haven't had one single pixelation, which is awesome. I'm really stoked about that. That's good. What message would you like to, do you have a message? Do you have some advice or anything to people that aren't already vegan, to people that are, or maybe transitioning or whatever, some advice or that?
I'd have so much and probably wouldn't be able to fit it in. But
well, we'll have to get him back on the show, and I'm sure people won't mind.
Just think about everything that you actually do, like how you treat people, how you treat others, how you treat things that are different to you, what you put in your body.
Good advice.
Question it.
Question it.
Why am I putting in this?
Question it.
Even things you see, like special social media and stuff, like why am I seeing this? Just question.
Great advice.
Question everything. Just like open your eyes. And be open to change, understand, accept.
Where did you learn that from? Did that come from a mentor? Did that come from like a father? Or
it just came from opening my own eyes.
Awesome.
Yeah, just by going vegan and then just seeing things around me change.
Awesome.
It's not hard. Like you just feel it. You'll know you're doing the right thing. You'll feel it.
This is the thing. You know you do the right thing. And when you come up against people, what you say is right. When you come up against Mitchy goes, woohoo! Yeah. he's talking real stuff, man. When you come up against people that are unbalanced, you'll see them throwing it at you. You'll see them throwing their anger and their sadness and their confusion and everything at you, you know. And they'll turn it around and throw it at you and blame you for things.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, okay, all I'm seeing is your issues coming out.
Yeah.
So you question that as well.
Yeah, there's always, if someone's acting like that, that's not the reason. There's a reason why that person acts that way in the first place.
And it's not usually because of you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing, And that took me so long to learn that. Because I was in so many environments where people were doing that, but it's you, and, you know, when I was younger and that, you know, and you know, real accusations and I always thought I was in the wrong.
Yeah, but that's not
it was like, well, hang on a second. Hang on. Now, you know, it took young Harry a long time to learn that it was like, it's actually a reflection of them.
Yeah, exactly,
you know? And they're just, and then you meet somebody that's loving and kind and all the rest, and they see the good in you.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I'm not at fault here.
No,
you're not at fault here because, you know, we're not projecting that at you, you know. So, so anyway, that's the life lesson. Luke is watching. Hey, Luke. We got 3 minutes to go. Man, this went quick tonight, didn't it?
Yeah.
Who wants to see Eethan back on the show again? This is going to get this. Put some thumbs up or some love hearts or whatever, so they come on the screen.
Guru reading.
Do a guru reading. Who wants to see him on the show again in a couple of months' time? Benjamin says, "What? We're going to have to leave questions because there we go. Look, Ben, they're all popping up." Simone, Benny, they're all popping up. Yes, that's okay. Thank you for okay. You are definitely coming back on the show, mate. You're very, very popular. So
I'm full of good stuff. Good night, Mitchy. I'll call you after the show, man.
So, guys, with a couple of minutes to go, let me just let you know that this has been episode 19 of the Vegan Hour with Eethan on Tuesday, September the 20th. I'm doing a lot of ahs there. Ash is going, me. What I want to mention is next week's guests, Steve and Natalie from the Flower of Life Bakery, which is opening this Saturday, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, the grand opening from 10 a.m. I'll be there. It's half price goodies, and it's in Helensvale. And then also I'll be racing off from there down to the Vegan Luck in the park at lunchtime. So, and also if anyone's free Thursday night, come along to Tianran and for Wade's Vegan Business Network social gathering. So Duncan's going to share some of the vegan responses that we can use to memes.
That'd be good. Let's hear them.
And next time, do the yoga trick with Harry. We tried the yoga trick. So you mean, you know, the photo.
Which one, Melissa?
Okay,
Yeah.
we tried the photo with him holding me right up, but we couldn't get it timed well with the camera because, anyway, technical, trying to get the camera to work well. So thank you everyone for joining us. I've had a lot of fun. Thank you.
No worries.
It's been absolutely fantastic. It's been a pleasure to have you on. We will see you guys, I will see you guys next week, and Eethan will be back on the show sometime later in the year, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. So this has been the Vegan Hour. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. Remember to live vegan and save lives, and ahimsa, and I will see you soon.